Welcome back, guys. Oh my god, you guys must be like kids on Christmas Eve. Like, it's coming tomorrow. It's out tomorrow. It's out tomorrow. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh, I am so excited for you guys to actually get hold of this and start playing it. Okay, I'm going to try and cram in, as soon as the game's out tomorrow, I'm going to try and cram in as much as I possibly can tonight. So, what do I want to show you tonight? I want to show you monuments. I promised you monuments. We're going to do the monuments. We're going to do a hydroelectric dam. We're going to put a hydroelectric dam up there. Before I dive into the monuments, a couple of things I want to show you. This intersection down here is getting jammed up. Remember I said that this section was probably going to be problematic. If we get rid of this, right, speed this up. And this should work. Yeah, there we go. And it all releases and everything's cool. This intersection, I have to say, is working absolutely sweetly. Apart from this stupid thing that I put on this end. This thing's flowing really, really nicely. Ignore this lane, right? Focus on the other stuff. We'll come back to it. But I figured something out. You remember that when I tried to place this, let me do it and let me show you. When I tried to place this, and I kind of edited this out a little bit because I was having problems trying to place this. And several other YouTubers have had problems trying to place these intersections. They just come up red. But if you kind of move them around, you will find places where they will go in. And I think, oh, see, it just flashed blue. And I think see, it'll go in there, right? I think I've figured out what the problem is. These intersections adapt to the terrain, okay? And if you, let's go back and look at this intersection. If you look at this intersection, right, the different roads and whatever will be laid at slightly different heights because they're adapting to the terrain. Now, if you look at these bridges are very, very close to each other. And I've noticed that on a lot of the intersections where we've been kind of jamming them in. It's only going to take a tiny little difference in height on, you know, from here over to here to create a collision between these two elements of the intersection. And I think that's what's causing them to show up red. So for anybody who's designing intersections, guys, take that into consideration and try and leave a little bit of space between where your bridges are coming together. It'll make them easier to place. I think. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. And as you can see, now that we've fixed this is just running absolutely sweet. I was actually having a look at this a little bit earlier, and just sitting here, and it's mesmerising. Just watching the traffic flowing. Just completely continuous, seamless. Loving it. Right. Next thing, up at the airport. Oh no, no, I'm going to do monuments first. I'm going to do because I promised you monuments. Kitten, ball of string. First time I said that in this series. So easily distracted. Right, monuments. There are 5 monuments, and they are unlocked when you hit 75,000 population. So you're probably sitting there going, but they're not unlocked. They're all black. Yeah, because as well as the population unlock, they all have criteria that need to be met in order for you to be able to place them. Now, I think the one we're going to go for is the space elevator. Each one of these has a unique benefit to the city. So, for example, the fusion power plant, if you plop that, right, you don't need any other power sources. So you can demolish all your other power sources, which is obviously going to save you a lot of cash. If you look at the Hadron Collider, a city with the Hadron Collider does not need to worry about education. The facility provides for all its citizens. So all your citizens will be educated at the Hadron Collider. You don't need all your schools and universities and stuff, which again saves you a whole ton of money. What's this one? This is the Eden project. This increases land value across the whole city. So each one of them's got a unique benefit. The medical centre, that one gets rid of all of your medical issues, so you can get rid of all your hospitals and clinics. Once again, saving you a ton of cash. Right, let's unlock the space elevator, because I think this is the easiest one to unlock. And this is going to bring us in a whole bunch of tourists, which is also kind of nice, and it's a really cool model. What do we need to do? You can see it says, construct the stadium. Now the stadium is a unique building And all of these unlocks are unique buildings. And I think it's a level 6. Yeah, it is. Oh, and that reminds me, see, kit and ball of string again. I wanted to put something in to at least represent the World Trade Center. And here is the Sea and Skyscraper, which is a nice tall building. And I thought we could pop it in just down here on this corner. There. We'll just have a very quick little look at this, because it's quite a nice, tall, curly building. Like that. Little helicopter pad on the top. We want helicopters! We want more helicopters in the game. Right. Right, what was I doing? See, kit and ball of string. What was I doing? I was placing the stadium. Where are we going to put the stadium? Now, I did kind of think about this, and see, I wanted to put this up here as like Yankee Stadium up in the Bronx, but for now, just to get the unlock, I'm just going to kind of throw this in. This is a really noisy building. If you look at the noise pollution, this is rated at 100. I mean, you look at others, like this is 10, 25, 25. This is really seriously noisy, so you want to keep this well away from your residential population. I'm thinking we maybe just like, plonk it up here for now. Yeah, let's just plonk it there. Lousy place in terms of everything. So, I mean, like travelling to it. It's got no electricity. I couldn't have put it in like a worse place. It will get moved. It will get moved, guys. Let's just run some cables across there, so at least it's got power. There we go. Right. So, having put that in, we can go to monuments, and we should see, ha 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 ha, we have now unlocked the space elevator. Now, some of the unlocks are much more complicated. If you take, for example, the Hadron Collider, now this requires you to construct the Colossal Order offices. Well, you think, well, okay, no problem, that's easy. So you find the Colossal Order offices in here, which I think is no, level 4, 3. Oh, here we go. Here's the Colossal Order offices. Now, in order to unlock the Colossal Order offices, you need to have an education budget running at I think it's 200,000. No, 20,000 a week. So if we go to my budget, here's my budget. Now I've actually unlocked that because I ran this. But just a tip, rather than putting in lots of more education buildings, what you can do is just up your budget, right, until it gets up to 20,000, and that will give you the unlock. But when you're trying to unlock it, it will say 0 of 10. And it needs to be at that level. It needs to be at that 20,000 level for like I think it's for like 10 weeks. You need to be at that level. So it takes a little while to unlock. So that's how you do that one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna replace, because the Colossal Order building is colossal, and I think it's. I'm going to get rid of this park as well, and hope that this will fit. I think it does. I think it does. Here we go. Here's the Colossal Order building. This thing is colossal. It really is colossal. And we actually want to rotate it, I think. Is it that way round? I could never tell which way round it should be. You know what? Let's put it in... You know what? Let's just put it in that way round. There we go. There's the Colossal Order offices. Prime position. And boy, for this game, they deserve it, don't they? They have produced an absolutely stunning game. Look at that reflection. Look at that reflection. I don't know how they do it. It's just... Oh, God, what a game's going to be like in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Oh, my God. Oh, whatever happened to virtual reality, by the way? Alright, moving on. So, we've got the awesome, stunning, huge Colossal Order offices in downtown Manhattan, which, after the release of this game and the amount of money they're going to make, they'll probably have that very soon. Right, what else? What else are we going to do? I talked about the intersection, didn't I? I've put in that. I was going to put in the... Did I put in... I didn't put the Hadron Collider in, did I? Not the Hadron Collider. The space elevator. Let's do that. I see, I'm so excited. I'm ridiculously excited. But we've put in the Colossal Order one, right? And this says construct the Colossal Order offices. But there are other things that you need to do, right? And if you look through the unique buildings, like no, not that one. See, this one says it's a requirement for the medical centre. This. See, now the Posh Mall, that is a requirement for building the Hadron Collider. So if you're trying to like get one of these unlocks and you're thinking, well, hang on, I've already done that, right? Go and look through your unique buildings. There might be other things that you need to unlock. Personally, I think this should be a little bit more helpful about what you need to unlock. But hey, that's minor stuff. A building has burned down. Well, there's a blooming surprise. Right, what else? Trains. Now. Big news, patch 1.0.5. Look, how about that? Five patches. The game hasn't been released yet. Boy, these guys are on top of it. Now, I'm actually running patch 103 at the moment, but in patch 105, these trains, right, this is apparently a little bugette. A little tiny bugette where it's producing too many trains. And they fixed it. Okay, so when you start playing this tomorrow, you won't have this problem. So all the millions of people that have been saying, oh, it's because you're putting your tracks in wrong and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. It's because we're getting too many trains. It's just simply, you could have 8-lane tracks and they'd just be full of trains, right? So there you go. There's that. So anyway, they fixed it. They're on top of it. They're on the game. They still need to do something, I think, about the burned down buildings, because there's something definitely wrong there, and there's definitely something wrong, I think, with dead people. Now, talking of dead people, like, there's going to be an awful lot of dead people if I don't do something about my water pumps, because, and in actual fact, you see this pollution here? It's so close to my water pumps that I thought we'd move them. Let's pause this, and I'm actually going to get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of these water pumps. Wouldn't it be nice if there was like a mass delete function? It certainly would. Let's get rid of all of those, and then I'm going to check my pipes. Yeah, they're continuous, that's fine. Right, then we're going to go, let's get rid of this view. We're going to go up here by the airport. Now, several people said, oh, put your treatment plants up here on the lake, and then you can pollute the lake and then it'll be fine. But no, let's do it the other way around. Let's pump fresh spring water out of our lake, and then we'll dump our sewage in the water which is flowing out to the ocean, because let's be honest, it's perfectly fine to pollute our oceans. All the governments of the world have been doing it for years, so apparently it's perfectly okay to pollute the oceans, kill all the fish, and eventually kill the planet. Go figure. Yeah, okay, that's... God, I'm turning into a tree hugger. Let's crack on, put in some pumps. So let's just put in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Let's put in like 10 pumps. Hook them up. Ching, 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 ching. It's crazy frog time. Ching, 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 ching. Right. We'll hook them up over to this pipe over here. We'll need some electricity, won't we? Yes, we will. Let's not run the... Oh, shall I run the power cables across the across the runway? No. No, Skye. Behave. Don't do that. Let's run the power cables over there. Right, get rid of that. Start that up. Come on, guys, get some power. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's check our water, see if they're actually doing it. Yeah, lovely. Excellent. Right, so we won't have any death by pollution issues. Although, you know what? I've just put those in. I'm probably going to knock them down with what I'm going to do next. Because, look, I looked at this, and I was looking at this, and I was thinking, you know, it kind of just doesn't look much, you know. So I thought, how about if we put in a little bit of a road? Where's a road? Give me a road. What the hell am I looking for? Oh, I've got intersections. Here we go. Let's take a little bit of a road. Let's just run it like up here and across here. And see, I told you, I knew I'd knock the down. Oh, I almost knocked the damn things down. There'll do. and then come down the inside of there. Boom. Right, so done that. You could probably see how wonky the terrain was over here. It's not very level. You imagine trying to put an intersection down on here. I mean, it's on a slope anyway, and you've got all these undulations. No wonder it's so difficult to put in these intersections in. You know, like I had to squeeze these in, so you're talking only a couple of pixels of room. The tiniest change in terrain, and it's going to be so difficult. But they should work on flat areas, like really flat areas. So our planes are taking off and they're crazily banking and doing all kinds of wonderful things. What I wanted to do was kind of make this look a bit more like an airport. So I'm going to go to my decorations and I'm going to get, where's that? There, here's my container yard. And I'm going to bang in some container yards to try and make this place look a bit more like an airport. Now, doing this has already given me an idea for my next mod. And I wish I really wish I'd done it like before this episode. You know what? We're going to put like 3 along here, and we'll put like another couple up this end, and then we're going to put another couple down here. Oh, and I've had questions of people saying, well, are these just like decorations? Like, do they actually do anything? Oh yeah. They act like parks. They act like parks. They up the land value and provide all the benefits of a park, and you can have them doing pretty much anything. Oh, look at that! That was a good shot, wasn't it? The plane coming in from behind us. I've got it on fast. They're not really this crazy. So and now having put these in, right? Don't you think that looks a hell of a lot better? But you know what I'd really like to put in, and this was my idea for I think I'm going to do this as my next mod. What do you have around airports? Like all the major international airports, what do they have for like, and I mean for miles around? Car parks. So what I want is like loads and loads of just open car parking spaces. I'm going to do that. And if you haven't watched my videos about creating assets in the asset editor, seriously, go take a look. Or if not mine, go look at somebody's. It's a great tool. You're going to have loads of fun playing with that, let alone playing the game. And I had to play with a map editor as well. Oh my god, that thing is awesome. I'm going to try and put together a bit of a tutorial on that when I get chance, guys. When I get chance. There's so much to damn do. Right, okay. Oh, you know what? I was going to try and cram it into this episode, but it's going to be, I think, the next episode, guys. Come back for the next episode, because we're going to be putting in an enormous hydroelectric dam up here. And that is going to do weird things, and we're going to have lots of fun. See you for the next one.